Welcome to EPG Pathshala. In today's module, we are going to discuss about green buildings. The increasing population in the countries like India has increased the demand for the energy many times. The growth in the urbanization also added to the energy demand as well as the demand for the buildings. The building sector in India is expected to increase by 5-fold when it reaches 2050. Most of the countries are searching for the techniques and methods to improve the energy performance in the buildings. The improvement in per capita energy consumption in buildings can be achieved by the energy efficient and low carbon building technologies. So, in this module, we are going to understand or discuss about the concept of green building, the scope of green buildings in India, the certification of green buildings, and especially GRIHA rating. Green building, it refers to building constructed with methods and techniques which are environmentally sound and highly efficient in resource utilization throughout building's life cycle. It is also known as sustainable or high performance buildings. The concept of green building focused to balance environmental responsibility, resource efficiency, occupant comfort, well-being and community sensitivity. The green construction follows major 4 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle and renewable principles. So, the green buildings are designed to reduce the overall impact of the built environment on human health and the natural environment by efficient use of energy, water and other resources. It incorporates sustainable materials in their construction, that is reused, recycled content or made from renewable resources. Protecting occupant health and improving employee productivity. It creates healthy indoor environments with minimal pollutants, that is it reduces product emission. It is focused on reduced product emissions. Reducing waste, pollution and environmental degradation. It features landscaping that reduce water usage, that is by using native plants that survive without extra water. What are the components of green building? The energy efficient technologies in a building are confined mainly to energy generation, heating or cooling, insulation and lighting. The green components or techniques in the green building are classified as structural or civil components, electrical components and special techniques. What are these structural or civil components? The eco-friendly building materials and techniques are used in green building construction like green cement, that is fly ash silica fume cement and blocks, insulated wall, that is roof insulation, grass carpet on roofs, glass technology etc. helps in insulation of the building. Double glazing or even triple glazing windows that maintain heat in buildings. Smart windows that allow light through, but it block infrared and ultraviolet radiation that produces heat. The electronic windows that automatically turn darker and block sunlight in a response to sunshine, which is most advanced technology of insulation. Use of steel and tiles, recycled aluminium, transparent roof, green roof, bamboo based products or green roofing products. These are the structural components. Electrical components in green building use energy saving in HVACs, that is heating, ventilation and air conditioners. The energy conservation components of a green building design are optimum use of natural light, use of energy efficient compact fluorescent lamps, that is CFL lamps, LEDs, that is light emitting diode lamps. The generation techniques include use of solar lighting, solar wind hybrid in green buildings. The integration of active and passive solar designs for harnessing solar energy is also used. The special systems or techniques are water saving solutions, management of grey water, rainwater harvesting, use of porous pavement blocks, passive solar design, high performance glass windows and architecture, composting units. These are applied in the green building construction. Scope of green buildings. If you see, the scope of green buildings in that figure, you can see that it shows various home sizes in India, China, Japan, Europe and USA, with the energy usage as percentage of the household energy consumption. You can see that in India, the major part of the energy is used for cooking, while in USA, that energy is mainly used for space heating, lighting and appliances. That difference in this energy consumption is very clear in the developed countries and developing countries. They show the difference. In developing countries, mostly that energy consumption is for the cooking, while in the US, like developed countries, the energy using is mainly for the space heating and lighting and other appliances. The home size in USA is also higher than that in India. In India, it is around 40 meters square, while in USA, it has an average of 200 meters square. The average annual change in buildings energy consumption in India is 2.7% per year from 2015 to 2040. The global consumption of electricity in building is growing at a rate of 2.5% per year. In non-OECD countries, the electricity usage is increased by nearly 6%. Coming to the next scope of this green building, it is the reduction in the carbon dioxide emission. More than 40% carbon dioxide emissions in developed countries come from heating, cooling and powering buildings. The good insulation, window glazing and recovering heat from ventilation systems are efficient ways to reduce emissions. Increasing the energy efficiency of buildings. The energy efficiency in building is the sum total of energy efficiencies of each component of it, especially these HVACs and other electronic appliances. According to an International Energy Agency report, the annual production of carbon dioxide from lighting is 1.9 gigatons. LED lighting and smart control lighting are more efficient than the traditional lighting technologies. What are the benefits of this green building? We have seen the scope. The advantages of green buildings are grouped into three categories: environmental, economic and social. What are the environmental benefits of a green building? It improves the air quality. The carbon dioxide emission from green buildings are comparatively lesser than the conventional buildings. It aimed at water conservation and improves water quality. It helps in effective waste management. It reduces the energy consumption and thereby saves energy resources. It enables conservation of natural resources. It also helps to restore the degraded natural resources. These buildings conserve the biodiversity and also protects ecosystem. The green buildings prevent habitat destruction for the energy production and pollution from fossil fuel combustion that threaten this biodiversity. What are the economic benefits? Cost effectiveness in the long term is the economic benefit of green building. It reduces the electricity consumption and so the charges to be paid also get reduced. The operational cost in the buildings is comparatively less. It helps in optimization of life cycle, economic performance. It improves the productivity of the occupants live in the building. The water consumption get reduced and wastewater generation and treatment also get reduced. The social benefits of green building include increase in aesthetic value, indoor air quality increase, high comfort to the occupant, improving the occupant health, improving overall life quality, enhancing occupant health and comfort. The infrastructure use also get reduced and also thereby the pressure on it also get reduced. The residential or commercial building with greatly reduced energy needs through these efficiency gains such that the balance of energy needs can be supplied with the renewable technologies. And these or such type of buildings are known as net zero energy buildings. So, we have seen what is green building and what are its benefits. Now, what are the green buildings presently are seen in India? One of the important green building is the Indira Paryavaran Bhavan building. It is one of the first buildings in India that is rated as GRIHA 5-star under the green rating for the integrated habitat assessment. GRIHA means Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment. This building used various energy efficient and renewable energy technologies at the large scale. Some of the green techniques used in this building are earthquake resistant structure, usage of the earthquake resistant structure, more than 75% of natural light utilization, thin client networking system, a robotic parking system in the basement for accommodating around 300 plus cars, planting trees and grasses in more than 50% area outside the building. This building is also fully compliant with the requirements of ECBC, that is Energy Conservation Building Code of India. The other examples of green building in India with its energy savings are shown in this table, like the buildings of Wipro in Gurgaon, ITC in Gurgaon, CIA Godrej in Hyderabad. You can see the area of these buildings and the percentage reduction as well as the actual energy savings in rupees in lakhs. The annual benefits of green buildings per million square feet in India are the carbon dioxide reduction of 12,000 tons and energy saving of 15,000 megawatt hour. Now, what is this ECBC, that is Energy Conservation Building Code? The implementation of the ECBC is one of the measures to improve building energy efficiency. It is the first building code in India and was launched in February 2007 by Indian Bureau of Energy Efficiency. This code is applicable to new commercial buildings with a connected load above 100 kilowatt hour or a contract demand of over 120 kilowatt amperes. The buildings with a conditioned area of over 1000 meters square generally fall under this category and a connected demand of power of 500 kilowatt or 600 kilowatt ampere. This building code prescribes minimum energy performance standards for the building envelope, heating, ventilation and air conditioning system, interior and exterior lighting and service hot water in each of the 5 climatic zones in India. It also sets energy efficiency requirements for building electric power and motors. The compliance of building is based on prescriptive, simple trade-off and all building performance. It is now mandatory for large national public building to comply with ECBC. It has been adopted in 7 states and 16 states are in the process of adopting this code. The energy performance index of the building is set from 90 kilowatt hour per square meter square per year to 100 kilowatt hour per square meter per year for the ECBC compliance. Green building certification in India. In addition to this ECBC, there are voluntary programs to encourage the development of efficient and sustainable buildings. These include GRIHA rating, that is Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment, BEE, Bureau of Energy Efficiency Star Rating, and LEED, that is Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. Let's see what this GRIHA means. The Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment is the recent national rating system of India. It was developed by the Energy and Resource Institute jointly with Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. The latest version of GRIHA is GRIHA 5 2015. This rating is used for all kinds of building across India. It follows 31 criteria of rating under 4 categories, namely site selection and planning, building planning and construction, building operation and maintenance, and innovation. GRIHA is a building rating program that is widely implemented in India. It is applicable to new building with floor space of over 2,500 meters square. Eligible buildings include offices, retail buildings, institutional building, hotel, hospitals, healthcare facilities, multifamily high-rise buildings. The minimum points required for GRIHA 5 2015 certification is 25. Buildings scoring 25 to 40 points will get 1 star, 41 to 55 points will get 2 star, 56 to 70 will get 3 star, 71 to 80 points will get 4 star respectively. A building scoring more than 86 points will get a maximum rating of 5 star. GRIHA evaluates a building's performance throughout its life cycle based on nationally accepted energy and environmental principles, and it aims to minimize the environmental impact of building and promote green building development. The program is executed by GRIHA Council, which was founded by the Energy. There are currently 700 plus projects on record that are registered with this GRIHA system as per 2016 records. While the GRIHA rating system consists of 34 criteria covering various subjects such as sustainable site planning, energy and water optimization, sustainable building materials, waste management and building operation maintenance. There are bonus points for strategies implemented over and above the listed GRIHA criteria. The minimum points required for certification is 50. In building scoring 50 to 60 points, 61 to 70, 71 to 80 and 81 to 90 points will get 1, 2, 3 and 4 star respectively. A building scoring 91 to 100 will get maximum rating of 5 star. This rating system follows National Building Code 2005 and the ECBC and other Indian standard codes, local bylaws and other local standards and laws. Incentives from Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. It's the first municipal corporation in the country to take a prominent step towards promoting sustainable development by incentivizing GRIHA rated project in their jurisdiction. PCMC gives financial assistance to the developer and occupant. Incentives to the developer and occupants for adopting GRIHA is given in this table. Incentives to GRIHA rated projects are also given by the Ministry of Environment and Forest. The GRIHA pre-certified projects are entitled to receive fast-track EIA, Environmental Impact Assessment from this ministry. Fast-track process enables to save at least 3 months. Incentives from MNRE, they have given incentive to the developers up to this 2012 time duration. 90% of the registration cum rating fee will be reimbursed for the projects having build-up area less than 5,000 square meter with a minimum 3-star rating and build-up area more than 5,000 square meter with minimum 4-star rating. They have also given incentives to municipal corporation, urban local bodies. Incentives of rupees 50 lakhs and rupees 25 lakh are given to municipal corporation and urban local bodies respectively that announce rebate in property tax for green building and make it mandatory to get the new building for government and public sector rated under GRIHA. And also the incentives from the banks. Small Industries Development Bank of India has announced a scheme of providing financial assistance at a concessional rate of interest to GRIHA rated projects. For GRIHA compliant projects, processing fee is waiver from SBI for home loans. SBI gives 0.25% rebate. GRIHA in detail. Now what is this LEED? That is the Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design Rating System. It's a product of US Green Building Council that provides a complete framework for assessing building, performance and meeting sustainability goals within 6 category rating system. The categories are sustainable sites, water efficiency, energy, atmosphere, materials, resources, indoor environmental quality and innovation design. In India, the Indian Green Building Council provides LEED ratings to structures and aims to make the country one of the leaders in green buildings. LEED, the Green Building Rating Certification System, evaluates a building based on the multiple aspects including the sustainability, water efficiency, energy resource, indoor environmental quality and innovation, and throughout the building's planning, construction, maintenance and operation. LEED certification can be applied to all types of buildings ranging from homes to the commercial office building. In 2018, India ranked 3rd on the list of top countries with LEED certified buildings. In this slide, you can see the LEED certification levels. It has 4 levels, that is basic, silver, gold and platinum levels, having different scoring. If it is 26 to 32, that is basic level, and if it has 33 to 38 range, then it has silver level, 39 to 51 gold level and 52 to 69 it is platinum level. And you can see the maximum possible points in LEED rating of buildings in this table. There are 69 possible points and we have seen the 4 certification levels under this LEED. Bureau of Energy Efficiency Star Rating. It's a voluntary program to assess and rate energy performance of existing commercial buildings. The scheme is based on actual performance of the building in terms of energy performance index that is expressed in kilowatt hour per square meter per year. The scale used is 1 to 5. This rating is applicable for both air-conditioned and non-air-conditioned buildings. This program will rate buildings having a connected load of 100 kilowatt and above. The 5-star labeled building is the most efficient in this star rating. The 5 categories of buildings: office building, hotel, hospital, retail malls and IT parks in 5 climate zones of the country have been identified for this BEE's rating. And so far 184 plus buildings have been star rated under this various categories. Another rating is the ASHRAE 91. It is an international standard that provides minimum requirement for energy efficient designs for buildings except for the low-rise residential building, which is given by the American Society of Heating, Refrigerating and Air Conditioning Engineers. The original standard ASHRAE 90 was published in 1975 and it was renamed in 2001 as ASHRAE 91 with amendments in 2004, 2007, 2010, 13 and 16. India's energy code for commercial building is based on this rating. But this green building has its limitation. The constraints and challenges of the green buildings are: the green building concept has not reached the mass due to lack of information and incorrect perception, lack of incentives and subsidies from government in construction of the green buildings. The sustainability goal of green building is not fulfilled completely. The availability of materials for the green building is difficult. Lack of professional knowledge on green building certification and consulting services are also limits the green building commercialization. So, to conclude, the green building is completely following the principles of energy savings with high efficiency of resources and less wastage in the building throughout its life cycle. The green building saves around 40 to 50% of energy and water savings of 20 to 30% along with shorter payback period on initial investment. There are different voluntary rating systems for the buildings in India. So, the world is aiming at green and sustainable building in the future. We have seen in this module what are the scope of the green building, what are the green buildings presently seen in India, how the certification or what are the certification given for the green building, especially the green rating for integrated habitat assessment, that is GRIHA rating, and the recent one is GRIHA 5, and the leadership in energy and environmental design rating system and BE star rating as well as ASHRAE 91. Thank you.